get serious about building content sites and building a profitable business online? Welcome to the Niche Website Builders Podcast. We bring you the latest field-tested tips, tricks, and strategies for building a profitable online asset. We interview industry experts, share customer success stories, and reveal our own experiences working on hundreds of sites to inspire and motivate you to make something happen. Let's do this.
Welcome to the Niche Website Builders Podcast. Today we have Martin Graham. Now this podcast is a little different from the previous podcast where we focus on the affiliate marketing or the site building side. For this podcast, we're looking at the affiliate manager side. So we cover a brief part of his background, how he became an affiliate manager, what the role of an affiliate manager is, and essentially how you can leverage your affiliate manager so you can make the most out of that relationship. And making the most out of the relationship with the affiliate manager with regards to things like helping with your website, helping make you more sales, more conversions, and even on the touchy subject of increasing commissions. And we touch on, when you would actually ask an affiliate manager about commissions and how you would go about that. We cover a few things about things that he sees within the affiliate marketing world, where he sees affiliate marketing going in the future, and some tips of things that he sees from successful affiliate marketers and what they're doing. We'll also cover a few things about if you're wanting to maybe get into the space of being an affiliate manager, maybe your sites are growing slower than you expected, you need some extra income while your sites are growing, how becoming an affiliate manager, how you can essentially balance both those things. So you can be an affiliate manager and also a site owner. Obviously, he mentions that you're not going to be an affiliate manager in the same niche as your websites. Otherwise, you're competing against your own affiliates essentially, with somewhat of an unfair advantage. But we cover a lot of different things regarding affiliate marketing and the affiliate manager side. So enjoy.
This episode is brought to you by Niche Website Builders, an agency dedicated to helping people just like you build profitable content sites. Niche Website Builders are the hands-off content site marketing agency you always wished existed. It's run by content site marketers for content site marketers, and they help both investors and individuals alike build profitable online properties. They provide a fully outsourced approach to content creation, link building, and done-for-you website builds, the same approach they use on their own six-figure portfolios. For example, their content packages come with a proprietary keyword research process, are written by in-house native English speakers, formatted using templates proven to convert, and uploaded to WordPress with affiliate links added so that all you need to do is hit the publish button. Check them out at nichewebsite.builders/show. That's nichewebsite.builders/show and fill out the form to get coupon codes for 10% more content or a 10% discount on links with your first order sent right to your inbox.
Welcome to the Niche Website Builders Podcast. Today we have Martin Graham. Welcome and thanks for coming on, Martin.
Thanks a lot. I'm enjoying being here. It's a true pleasure to be a part of the show.
All right, so let's do a quick rundown. Maybe do a brief background about yourself and then how you got into becoming an affiliate manager.
Well, I started as an affiliate marketer for like 13, 14 years ago. That was back in the days where it was quite popular to do Google AdWords and things like that, and quite easy as well, because you could just throw some keyword out there and put some money in it and you will get some commissions. That's where I started. Then that part got difficult, so I moved on to article writings and things like that, and ended up with doing SEO. I've been doing that for quite some time. But of course, you get older. You get different priorities in life and things like that. So you kind of reach a point where you tell yourself, maybe I should do something else than just being an affiliate marketer. Maybe I should more go into the role as being some sort of mentor, helping other people doing affiliate marketer. And in the beginning, it's something you start thinking about, and then it becomes more like a call, something you really want to do. I guess it's the same thing that happens with Jeff Bezos and all these people that start doing more philanthropical work. And I guess it's a little bit the same that you move from being the salesperson, being an affiliate marketer, to being a mentor, teaching other people. So that was my input into to becoming an affiliate manager.
How long have you been doing it for now?
Well, I've been doing it for a couple of months now,
Gotcha.
so I'm quite new at it actually, but I'm excited about it, so it's good.
Oh, awesome. So break down for us then. What you mentioned
Yeah.
the mentoring aspect. What is the role of an affiliate manager?
The role of an affiliate manager is to make sure that your affiliates are performing at their absolutely best, and also to be able to push them in a way where they break their own boundaries for what they think is possible to do as an affiliate marketer. I think that's the most important thing to do as an affiliate manager.
How does that relationship essentially happen where you can help the affiliate? Is it just providing things like maybe keywords and things they can target, or does it go deeper than that?
Well, I think it go a lot deeper than that. I work a lot with trying to create a mutual friendship with my affiliates. Reach out to them, ask how they're doing. Pat them on the shoulder when they make like a little sale and things like that. Show them that you are there. Show them support. That you are behind them, that you support them, and they can always come to you and ask questions with whatever they want to do with affiliate marketing, even if it's something they have doubts about, if it's legal to do and things like that. Then try to be there and help them as much as possible. So simply nurturing, and obviously there are different levels on doing it. Some people, they pretty much just go by themselves, and you talk to them maybe once a month or twice a month, where others, they feel comfortable having some sort of daily contact, where you touch base and you discuss the latest development, you look at their sites, you're reviewing their sites and things like that. It depends on the person you're talking with, but as an affiliate manager, I believe it's important that you're ready to go to that level they want to go to in the communication between the two parts.
Gotcha, that makes sense. Well, we've got an audience of essentially a bunch of affiliate marketers. So, as an affiliate, how do I make the most out of having an affiliate manager? Is there maybe something that I should be doing with the affiliate manager to essentially build that relationship?
Reach out to your affiliate manager, talk to him, send him emails, contact him on Skype. I almost say call him on his phone if you have his phone number. Make sure to show him that you're open for communication. Be able to show him that you're not doing any hazy, shady things. That you are there, respond to his emails and things like that, and don't just see him as a person you go to when you're not getting your commissions or you're not getting paid, but as an actually partner in your business that helps you to grow your business. So
Mm.
that's really an advice I want to give affiliates, is to reach out more to the affiliate managers.
Not just when you're waiting for commissions, then.
No, not just when you're waiting for your commissions or something is not working, or something, but really reach out, on a regular basis, because when you first establish that connection, with your affiliate market manager, it's going to give you so many benefits in the long run,
Yeah.
to have that mutual. And honestly, we are here to help marketers. We are here to make sure that marketer makes money. We are not here to take money away from them or try them to sell anything and stuff like that. We're here to help them improve their abilities as being a marketer. That's our purpose. And some marketers really need to remember that, because they kind of, I don't know if they're introverts or shy or afraid they're doing something they're not supposed to do, but they kind of forget that part sometimes.
Yeah. 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 I think it's well known that the space is full of mainly introverts and things like that too. So it's a good point.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. It's basically, I think everybody in affiliate marketing, especially SEO, that sort of business, we are introverts, we don't like to go out. We put the curtains down and sit in front of our computers, so where if you're into social media, then you're the extroverts, then you, here I am, and things like that, so there's a big difference between those two. So
So I want to know as well, because obviously you've probably seen a lot of different websites and blogs. You've seen maybe what successful affiliate marketers are doing because you've got an eye on who's making what commissions. So do you have
Mhm.
maybe a short list, 3 to 5 things maybe you see that the most successful affiliate marketers doing that maybe the non-successful ones aren't?
The most successful affiliate marketers, they make the best of pages. They
Mm.
make product comparisons and best of pages. That's the most successful ones. Obviously, you can do reviews too, where you go more after direct keywords, brand names and things like that. But they're getting very, very difficult to rank for these days because the competition is so fierce. Where if you go after more best of types of keywords, it's better to get some good rankings.
Do you have any examples of
So,
those?
well, you can have like best testosterone boosters, for example, or you can have like best video cameras below $1,000, for example, or best Android calendar system or something like that. Just to give some examples in different niches. So
Is there something they're
so that's
different doing different on page as well? Because I mean, I guess anyone can kind of target these buyer intent keywords. Some of them obviously have more competition than others, and it's generally high competition because they're money orientated. But is there something they're doing
mhm.
different, maybe on page, off page, or anything like that that helps with their rankings?
It helps with the rank. Well, that's another factor you need that plays an important role here. That is authority. Your website needs to have some sort of authority because else you're not going to rank. And that authority, the best way to build that up is to keep creating content, informative content where you build a reader base that keeps coming back to your website, checking your content, checking your articles and stuff like that without thinking about selling to them. And that's a process. It takes time. It might take a year, it might take 2 years. Sometimes it only takes 3 months or 6 months. But it's a process that takes time, and that's the first thing you need to focus on to create that authority before you can take it to the next step and start with best of pages and
Mm.
reviews and other things you want to do.
So what would be in your eyes creating that authority before going for the best of? Is there something you in particular that you're referencing there, or um, yeah?
Well, I'm kind of referencing different things here, because Google have all its EAT updates and all these updates they're releasing quite often, actually. That is, first of all, don't hide yourself, create a good about
Mm.
page. Make sure you have a good solid contact page where you are open, where you're not trying to hide anything. Write about yourself, tell your readers who you are. You don't need to be a doctor to rank. You don't need to be a fitness professional to rank or a professional photographer. Just write who you are and why people should listen to you. Why what you tell people in your articles can be interesting to the readers of your website.
I think that extends over to the actual, excuse me, product reviews as well, because I've found writing things from your own experience. So in my experience, or I prefer, in my opinion, things like that help with the review because it's not just a regurgitated features and benefits list. It's coming from, okay, I've used it, or maybe you haven't used it and you're still using these terms, but either way, you've used it,
Mm.
and in your experience, these these are things that you think about the product that you're not going to find on maybe an Amazon listing or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, with the product, yeah, exactly. Like mention something that other people are not mentioning. Bring some new content, some new information about the product. And yeah, especially here with the recent updates from Google, test the product yourself, try it out yourself. Show people, show your readers that you are having the products in your hand and testing it out. Let other people test it and give their opinions and things like that. Take it a couple of steps further instead of just writing a review about it or writing a best of page where you show some rendered images of the product, for example, So become more personal with the products you are promoting, That's a good route to go.
Will companies generally send you their products to review, or is this something that's more reserved for bigger websites?
Well, you can always ask your network if they want to send you some samples or something like that. Some network will do it and others won't do it. It depends. Obviously, is also a budget thing. You can kind of compare it with people that review cameras on YouTube, for example. They're probably going to out and buy their cameras most often, and just getting them for free, unless they're really big in the niche. So often you probably just have to buy the product before you write about it and just test it out.
Yeah.
But then here as an affiliate, then you can take it a step further, and then you can be a little bit smart about, make some YouTube content or some social media content where, look guys, I just got this product in my house. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to write a review on my website. Boom. So take it a couple of steps further instead of just writing the usual pros and cons and the review and the ingredients and things like that. Take it a couple of steps further, be a little bit more creative about it, because that way you also stands out
Mm.
and can make some really good content that will rank in Google. So
I like that idea about leveraging it for other platforms, YouTube, Instagram, everything else, kind of all create a almost like a cluster of the same thing there on different platforms.
yeah, exactly. And I think that's going to be the route to go. Just not having a regular review on a website, but
Mm.
yeah, you kind of create a circle where you take in social media, you take YouTube, and you take other channels in, and then combine them all together.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to create this authority as well. So
Yeah, and all that stuff's embeddable within your post as well. So you've got extra content to put in your post.
exactly, then you suddenly have a YouTube video you can put, you have a Instagram picture and so on. It makes much more engaging with your readers as well, instead of just having this regular review where you write the pros and cons and ingredients or how the camera works or something like that. So,
Perfect. I, I want to touch
so
on a more touchy subject, I guess, and that is the idea of commission increases. Yeah,
commission
yeah.
increases.
So, as an affiliate, I want to know when, what, how, why, all of it about commission increases. What's the process there? Go go deep.
Well, first of all, what you need to show the network you're working for is that you are a stable affiliate, that you bring in some good numbers, some good conversions, sales on a monthly basis, and they don't fluctuate too much. It doesn't work that you come just out from the street and you make 10 sales one month and you ask for a commission. If you did, on the other hand, and the network you're working for say, yeah, sure, we'll raise your commission 20%, then you can probably be most assured that, okay, this product you are working is probably not as good. And then you might end up with having a lot of chargeback or things like that on the product. So you're losing the money in the long haul. So you need to perform on a monthly basis. You don't, not necessarily a lot of sales, but more like frequent sales, more like regular conversions and things like that.
Okay, so if I was getting regular conversions, how would I reach out to you for a commission increase? Is there, I guess, a specific way to ask that's not so direct or, I don't know, offending or anything like that?
Yeah, dear Martin, I would like to raise my commission 10%. Can we figure that out? Then it's like, okay, why you want to raise your commissions if you're only making three sales? Obviously, you need to have some sort of value. In many cases, we actually go in and offer people an increase in commissions before the
Mm.
affiliate comes to us. And that is if they are in a niche, if they're ranking well in a market that we want to go in and enter. If we want to go in, if we have some competition in that market. So that's one way you could do it as an affiliate, is to go after these rankings, certain keyword rankings in Google where there's some competition. That way you can go in and most likely to boost up your commission because the network is interesting to get into that market,
That's interesting. Is there a way to find out from the company if they're looking to expand into other markets so you could prepare for that, or is it just more kind of just doing your due diligence on Google?
No, honestly, every day I think the whole team at at FanFuel, all the affiliate managers, we are basically sitting with like a loop on the screen and watching websites, reviews, and things like that, looking for different potential that we can go into. And if we see a potential, then we go in and contact the affiliates of the given site. So it's a very tedious process many times, especially if you are entering a new niche with a new product. So it's something that can take some time. So, but of course, if affiliate believe they have something that we're interested in, then they should contact us and let us know. Then we'll look at it and most likely be interested in going in and make some sort of deal with them.
Okay.
So, but with that being said, with the commissions, it honestly, if you want to bump your commission from 50% to 60%, which we sometimes do, that's higher than the market standards. Then how much money more are you really getting out of it compared to other benefits you can get? Like for example, we have something called repeat customer tracking, where our affiliates keep receiving commission from the customers as long as they go back and buy. And we have some chargeback protection where people are not suffering from chargebacks and things like that. They keep getting their commissions, no matter if the customer gets their money back and so on. So there's a lot of other benefits that you should look at as an affiliate and not just thinking about, okay, how much commission can I get here.
That's
So
actually a really rare, I guess, trait of an affiliate program is to have those features. Do you know of any? Are there any others out there like that, or is FanFuel one of the only ones?
I think we're probably the only ones with the chargeback protection, and I think we are the only one with the repeat customer commissions. And actually, we pay our affiliates for posting contents when
Hmm.
we have a new product coming out. Then we offer people a certain amount of money for writing a review and for writing a best of page if they qualify.
I can vouch for
Their
that.
website's typical to yeah,
Yeah.
they typically have like 700 monthly visitors or something like that. Not something difficult to reach. And then we simply give them a bonus for posting out content. And I think we are probably one of the only networks that do that.
Hmm.
So and yeah, it motivates affiliates to actually do some work and get paid for it, so to speak. Put out a review and get a little money out of it. That's a good one. And then at the same time, we also have like our F challenge. Last year we gave away a couple of double BMUs to our affiliates for making a lot of sales and things like that. And this year I believe we have some money prizes. And what's
Hmm.
different from this year is that even if you're an affiliate in France, for example, with obviously your geos is lower traffic than the United States, then you can still win some prizes and things like that. So in that way, I believe really we at FanFuel we stand out compared to other networks.
That's also
And
good
the
to know.
reason why we could do it is because we own our own products. So we are kind of like cutting out the middleman. So it's us and it's the affiliates, and in that space, there's a lot of maneuver we can do where other networks, they don't have the same possibilities.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I was just thinking now. Yeah, because you create your own products compared to someone
Yeah,
who maybe
we do.
goes through another channel like share sale or Amazon. Obviously, then they're taking a cut on top of that.
Yeah, they do. And then you get somewhere between 1% and 10% if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then you contact the network and ask for a higher commission and say, yeah, I'm qualified. And then the manager said, yeah, of course. And then you bump your commission from 10% to 12%.
Hmm.
It's not that enticing. It's not enough to kind of like motivate you to do better. Where I think we have a lot of better benefits than doing that, and not just focusing on the commission, but all the other things we are offering our affiliates as well.
Do you have any? insider secrets now that you've been, I guess, on both the affiliate and the affiliate manager side?
Inside secrets. Well, one thing you should focus on, and we already talked about that earlier. That is to go a couple of steps further with your content. Like if you're making these best of pages, if you are making reviews, have the products in your hand. Show it to your readers. And this is not just. I know they do it a lot on YouTube. These camera guys and things like that, walking around with the wilderness and stuff like that. But show people that you actually tested the product, or somebody that have tested the product. I think that's the way we're gonna go, and that's important. So to go that route.
I guess it's such an easy advantage too, eh? Like just to have the product. It's literally just a leg up over pretty much all your competition, just having the product.
Yeah, just having the product, have the product in your hand. Show it. That you have it in your hand, that you tested it, that you tried it. Be honest about it too. Don't put up a lot of nonsense if it tastes horrible or if it doesn't work. Just be honest about it. And say, this didn't quite work for me. Just be honest. So that's one secret. And another secret. Sometimes people talk about, okay, affiliate marketing is dead, SEO is dead. Nah, it's not dead. It's just changing. And it's been changing for the last 15 years, ever since I got into this. And we always say, now it gets more difficult. Now it gets more impossible to do. But nothing is more impossible. You just have to keep educating yourself. Keep evolving, keep learning. So then you'll do good. But also be able to kind of sort out all the bad information, because this business is so easy to get into information overload. Where you're just taking in everything. Like when I started doing affiliate marketing, then I wanted to learn about Google AdWords, then I wanted to learn about article writing, and then I wanted to do about making newsletter, and all at once. Because that was the input I got doing my research online. And then you just ending up completely stressed out because
You got a million things to do.
it's too much. Exactly, way too many things to do. So instead of doing that, then just focus on one thing at a time and then become the best at doing it. And yeah, SEO is not dead. It's gonna live for many years to come. So if affiliate marketers are kind of giving up on doing the SEO, don't give up. Just be smart about it and learn. Learn to take the next couple of steps.
Do you have many affiliates on YouTube, or purely just YouTube, or is it mainly websites?
Nah, most of our affiliates are SEO affiliate marketers, but we do have a little bit of YouTube as well, and some social media. To be honest, the one that makes the most is the one that makes the SEO affiliate marketing. That's I think it's because it's much more controllable what you can do with your reader when you first have the reader. Like you can push a button, click this link, and buy the product. Where if you're doing social media, you more have to be a little bit, I wouldn't say sleazy about it, but you kind of have to to get your foot the right way into the door, and then if you try them to sell something, then they're away right away, where you have a little bit more freedom when you do SEO training or SEO sites, that you can mingle things a little bit as well.
You mentioned when people starting out to try and not do everything at once. Don't look at PPC, SEO, newsletters, everything at once. Do you have maybe a little checklist of things beginners can maybe look to focus on in the beginning if they're looking to jump into this affiliate marketing game?
If you're starting all the way from the bottom, then first learn how to do WordPress. That's kind of the first step. And then I would say put some focus in article writing. Because in the beginning you probably don't have the budget to hire somebody else to do it, so you have to do it yourself. And in your article writing, there's a lot of potential you can do. How to you write informative content, and you can use some different tools where you create some transitions in the content where you actually may end up making some commissions on informative content, because you are able to create a transition from being informative to being selling. because you can solve a person's problem, so to speak, so put some focus in learning on how to create good content, and then put in some focus on learning how to do good on-page SEO as well. And don't get too flattered about all these programs where you can learn how to build 1,000 backlinks in a week and all that stuff. That's the old days. It doesn't work that way anymore. And if you go out and buy backlinks, then they're probably not going to get indexed, and you'll just waste your money. So so it all starts with you, and it all starts with your sites and what you can do with your sites. That's the very essence of everything if you're just starting out.
Nice. And if you're going to buy backlinks, buy them from niche website builders, of course. Obviously, you can
Yeah,
buy
of
your niche
course,
niche website
absolutely.
builder. You can get your niche edits, your guest posts, all of it's on there. So those aren't going to be the 1,000 backlinks that are going to tank your site.
No, exactly. I was more referring to, like places like, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it here, but
Like, yeah,
Fiverr and
Fiverr.
these things, because that's obvious. The place people want to go the first place, then they want to put in $5, and then get 1,000 backlinks. That's type
Yeah.
of backlinks that people should stay away from. I know your backlinks are the best in the market, so stick with them. Don't buy the others. So
Do you see because you mentioned about the info content, you can put, I think people get caught up with, okay, my best articles are my monetization articles, my info content is just supporting that. But you mentioned about, obviously you can still sell in an info article. Do you see some decent conversions from your side from people's info articles within that supplement realm?
well, obviously, you're not going to get like sky high conversions with informative articles, but often actually you get more traffic to informative
Mm.
articles. And I wouldn't say you should not neglect them, or say they're not important, because they play a very important part of your website. Not only for conversions, but also to support your money making sites, with internal linking and things like that. And in the next step of the process, when you get more experience as an affiliate marketer, then you can start to create newsletters, and
Mm.
then you can make sign ups and things like that on informative content. So that way you can get your foot into the process, and start making sales that way. So, but obviously the conversion is not as high as with the money making, but they do serve a very important purpose with your websites.
Have you seen affiliates use, I guess, pop-ups as a way to promote the affiliate product, or even as a new way to get newsletter and sell them through the email? Do you see maybe one or the other being better?
Well, personally, I don't like these pop-ups. I find them very ignoring. Also, Google AdSense and things like that on your website is very disturbing. Normally, I would say you could put them in your informative content if you want to make a little money to pay your hosting or something like that. But I would say with your money making content, you should just stick to the point and take away all ads, all pop-up and things like that. And if you want to make pop-ups, they really have to serve a purpose that is related to the money making content you have on your site. Not just get 5% or something, or sign up for this newsletter, or follow us on Facebook. It really have to be tied in and work in conjunction with your money making content. That's important.
Mm. So it'd be like, if you're doing, say, does protein powder help you lose weight or something, your pop-up would be related to losing weight.
Yeah, yeah. You could be a little sleazy, and then if people, I really like that word.
Yeah.
You could put in put in a pop-up, like if the reader is about to leave the page, like when they're about to leave, you get to put a pop-up like, are you sure you want to leave? Get 10% or something like that. That way you could use it, but it has to relate to the content.
Hmm.
And you probably have to check up on the latest Google guidelines too, regarding what they think about pop-ups and things like that. But it seems like some people get away with it these days. So yeah, it must be working.
Nice.
But as long as people could get away from them easily. So
Hmm. I want to know as well, maybe for people listening that maybe their sites are growing slower than expected. Maybe they're making, $1,000, $2,000 a month and they're trying to reach their full time income. Can you be an affiliate manager and run your own sites at the same time? Is there enough time for someone to do that where they could kind of live in both worlds?
well, it's a tricky point because obviously you don't want to end up competing against your affiliates. That's a big stoplight right there. You shouldn't do that. If you want to do it yourself, then you should focus more on being experimental, try different things out yourself, and then you should probably do different niches than you were
Mm,
an affiliate manager for.
okay.
That's the way I would go because you don't want to end up in this competing relationship with your affiliates. That's not good.
Dominating the SERPs yourself as the affiliate manager, giving yourself commission increases. Can't do
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, imagine, all the managers, on the affiliate work, they have the top 10 spots, because they have all the inside information and everybody else on second and third page. It wouldn't work that way, That's not the way we do things, So we have some very fine lines there. We don't interfere in the affiliates work. So and often actually we end up rejecting site owners that contact us where they ask us to pay a certain amount of money to put an article on their
Mm,
site. Well, basically doing that, we will leave out all the affiliates, and that's not what we're going to do because that's not our main business. Our main business is to make sure our affiliates makes the money, and not us that way. Obviously, we make on the sales from the affiliates, but you're very strict about these policies because else you start to flow away from it, and then you're suddenly not that type of business you were in the beginning anymore. So
how does someone become an affiliate manager if they were an affiliate? Is it just do these jobs pop up that you apply for, or are people just approaching these companies and asking if they can help out?
well, some companies, they apply for it, affiliate managers. Other times, you meet at some conference, and then you have a beer with somebody and you get this
Mm.
person to know, and then you show up, meet the next person or the same person at the next conference, and then you become good friends, and then you start to build a relationship, and then you say, okay, maybe this will work, and then you start working that way, that way around. So,
Is that how you got into it? A couple of beers?
okay, that's confidential. We're not going to talk about that. But in this business, and that's another reason, as we talked about in the beginning of this interview, is it's extremely important for affiliate marketers to reach out, to reach out to the managers, reach out to the business, become members on some forums and things like that, not just sitting home and being an introvert, with the curtains off and sitting in front of
Mm.
your computer, be open about things, because yeah, you never know what's going to happen in the future, so
Even Twitter's a good space for that, right? Twitter's full of SEO, affiliate marketing content.
yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, my Twitter is only political stuff. I don't know why. I know what I done, but
You've been targeted
so
propaganda.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, when it comes to Twitter, oh yeah, I get the worst types of things, So I'm kind of moving away from Twitter a little bit because I don't want to read all this, So it's very disturbing, So
I also wanted to know as well for maybe anyone who's thinking about maybe doing something like this so they can get a more stable income while they grow their sites or anything like that. Has being an affiliate manager helped you with your own affiliate marketing, or is there anything that you've learned being an affiliate manager that would help you in the future with maybe future sites?
well, obviously you get some. I'm not saying you're getting some inside information about things. I would more say as an affiliate manager, you learn how to look at sites in a different way than you do as an affiliate marketer. And that's again one of the reasons why I believe it's important for the affiliate marketers to reach out to the managers because they have a different perspective of
Mm.
things. And I definitely got that different perspective on things from being a manager. Um, that's one thing I learned from it. And another thing is being a manager is actually extremely satisfying to help people to make money. When I was an affiliate marketer, when I make my first $5, that was a fantastic experience. That was really like something you never forget. It's like having your first baby or getting married or something like that.
You are a true affiliate
It's really
marketer, comparing it to having a baby.
yeah, basically, it's a very intense feeling because you've been working so hard to achieve something, and then when you get your first sale, it shows that you're on the right track, on things. Um, so, and I kind of experienced a little bit the same becoming an affiliate manager. Um, that this thing helping people actually to increase their sales, to make more money, to make a living, that's really a incredible feeling. That's really a big satisfaction that goes beyond, it's really something that makes me happy, really joyful about being an affiliate manager.
Do you get training on the job then when you start then to maybe I I guess identify things that maybe affiliates I guess common or even maybe common mistakes that they're making on their websites and things like that to help them, or is it just you come on the job and you use the experience that you have?
Well, obviously we have like a basic experience from being an affiliate
Mm.
marketer earlier, but obviously you evolve because everything is evolving all the time. Um, you see, because we're spending so much time on looking at the market, looking at different websites and looking at our own products and see what's performing and what is not, you're kind of getting pushed with the flow on how things develop.
Mm.
So you're learning during the process. But obviously, we have to update ourselves sometimes with courses and seminars and things like that and learn some new things. So, but there's a big learning process in just watching the market all the time because it's evolving
Mm.
so quickly and so fast.
Where do you see I guess affiliate marketing going in the next few years then in terms of the way it's being done? I know you mentioned about getting your hands on the physical product. I guess that's kind of been a thing for a while now, and people are still. I mean, you can still write reviews and rank without actually having the physical product. So I'm just curious to know maybe your thoughts from, I guess, because you're always watching and looking and seeing what's going on, where that future lies in the next few years.
More openness.
Mm.
You need to show who you are in order to be respected by Google, so to speak, if you're doing SEO.
More like a personal brand than,
Um,
or a brand or a personal brand kind of thing, rather than just an affiliate website.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way you have to go. You have to be more open about it. Also because, the world is kind of evolving that way, that you cannot do any hasty, shady things anymore. You have to be open. You have to show who you are, in order to to rank, So that's one way of doing it. And yeah, you can already see it on YouTube, YouTube videos. You know who they are, you know what they're doing, because video is part of showing their personality, their brand. And I think with affiliate marketing, with the SEO perspective, I think we're probably gonna go pretty much the same way,
Mm.
due diligence. So
Do I guess do you have any advice for the opposite of that? And say someone doesn't want to reveal their identity on their website for whatever reason it is. Do you have any advice then on how they can maybe build, I guess you could say that rapport with the readers, or maybe just that personal touch?
I would say to people that do these types of things, they should look more on the other side as well, learn how to build sites a more proper way because Google will get better at catching those types of sites and then sandbox them so you don't get the rankings. And yeah, you can already see that today compared to 10 years ago that that there are few of these types of sites on Google compared to what it was earlier.
Mm.
So like in the old days, you could go in and on some web.2 property, and set up a quick say site, and then you could go out and make a drink a beer, then you could come home and you made $100 on it. So that doesn't work anymore today. That's off. So uh, so uh, so don't just give up. Just evolve and do things legally. Legally, not illegally.
Have you seen any rise in AI type content within your affiliates? And if so, have you seen, I guess, any performance differences with normal human written work?
Well, these AI content sites actually, first of all, they actually go against Google's guidelines
Mm.
using them. They don't allow them. So if Google catch it, then you
Then you're
might get some
slapped.
problems with your, yeah, then you're slapped. Then you're finished and you're going to get sandboxed for the next 30 years. Okay, I was kidding, but it's actually against their guidelines to use these types of products to do. Um, I would say find some good writers to create your content. Spend some time on getting a good base of writers. I wouldn't go into to these AI myself. I tried them out to see what kind of content they create and things like that, and it's like it kind of lacks a personal touch.
Mm.
Somehow, because I still believe that you need to create the content to your personality as well, to your personal touch of the website, and not
Mm.
just
Because your brand also has a
build
voice,
the
right?
site.
Your brand has a voice,
Exactly,
and yeah.
exactly, and it's important that you get that voice out, and that's why it's important that you find some good writers that are able to get your voice out.
Mm.
So everything they make, all the context is fits your site, and not just buy something for $5, and it's like machine written, and I think that can be a problem sometimes with these AI, even if some of them are quite good, but still, I don't, I still prefer and recommend having the personal touch,
Mm.
and you have to pay what it takes, because obviously there's a lot of money to save by using these types of software compared to having writers. So
Yeah, it's an important point you made about I guess, the voice of the person or the brand as well, because there's a big difference when you start treating your website like your brand or a brand that you're trying to build like a real business versus just an affiliate site you're looking to make a quick few $100s and then flip. That style of
yeah,
writing, when you go onto Google and you search something, you can see the difference in the content.
yeah, you can. You can see the difference, and I also believe that the one where you have the personal touch, they're much more engaging. Those are the sites that you would rather return to than just a regular affiliate site with some cheap article written on it. So I think it's important and that you spend some time and do some efforts to build that personal voice, to build that personal brand. And yeah, we can also see it in the sites in our networks. The ones that are performing best are the ones with a personal touch, with a personal voice that creates quality content that helps the reader to solve a problem, so to speak.
Yeah,
So to the reader need to get something out of your site, need to get some value out of it,
for sure.
potentially take an action while visiting your site. So
I've got one more question for you before we finish this podcast, and it's, I guess,
hmm?
to do with my own site. And I know you've obviously
Yeah.
been involved with it too, so we might as well debug the issue on the podcast too. So I'm I'm bringing maybe what 10 to 20 leads a day, but
Hmm?
they're not converting. Now on my side, what could be the issues of bringing leads that aren't converting? I guess, and it's the articles are mostly, actually I don't know if they're coming from the best of article or from the info content. I would have to check that. But either way, what would be some common problems that someone might be having if they're bringing leads to an affiliate program but they aren't converting?
Have more call to actions on your site.
Mm.
Like basically, you need to tell the reader what the reader needs to do. Often, people create, especially informative content that just end out in the blue with no purpose, with no call to action. So create informative content where you lead to the money article or you lead to a newsletter or something. That's one way to make sure it works, and that you need to create content on a consistent basis. You need to show that your site is alive and things like that. That something is happening, some good stuff is happening on your site. Create authority, build authority. That's a process that can take some time. Also depending on what geo you are working in. So
Are there
stuff
call
like
to
that.
actions, I guess, phrases that you've seen work really well? Because obviously, when you come from maybe if you're learning any Amazon stuff, you learn to put like check price because you want essentially to get them cookie to buy ASAP because the
Hmm.
cookie life is so short. Is check price maybe the one you would recommend, or would you recommend maybe a different call to action that you've seen work?
Well, I recommend to have a call to action that fits the content you're having. Like if you're having informative content, that then you could make a check price, but then make it to an article you have on your site in order to establish a better connection with the reader
Mm.
of your content instead of just pushing him out to something where he have the option to buy something and he doesn't know you still because he only read one article from you. In that case, it's better to you lead to one of your articles, a money article from your part, and then you can have the check price, for example. But the call to action of these types of things, that like don't be too push, focus more on creating the relationship, establish a relationship, a cold lead that could turn into a warm lead, and there you
Mm.
have the different tools. You can either go to one of your money pages, or you could go to a newsletter, or you can also go to an article of yours. Make sure the reader stays on your site. Because that's definitely going to help you with Google rankings and things like that. If the visitor has visited more than one page of your site, maybe 3, 4, 5, keep returning to your site. That's really some gold.
Mm.
And all that, yeah, it ends up with having the voice, having the brand, having the personal touch, show who you are, have the products in your hand, and things like that. So,
Oh, perfect, perfect. Well, I think I covered pretty much everything I wanted to ask you on here. But
oh, cool.
thanks for coming on, Martin. I really appreciate it. Do you have any maybe social media or anything where people can follow you, or are you one of those ghosts online just getting Twitter propaganda to you?
Well, well, I do recommend people to check out our network fanfuel.co and go in and start the sign up process if they believe that something for them and if they believe that we will be a good match together. Because we don't just take everybody in as an affiliate, we kind of weigh in, the qualities and what we can bring people, what kind of uh, content or what kind of if we can have a mutual relationship sort of. So we go through a process where we're reviewing all the applications and have some call with people and things like that. And if we're a great fit, then we'll make some good conversions together. Absolutely. So fanfuel.co, that's probably the best place to get in touch with me. And yeah, just ask for me, then I'll pop up in email or Skype or whatever. So we have small networks, so everybody knows each other and we are there for each other. So we're easy to get in touch of. So,
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, Martin.
oh, you're welcome.
And
The pleasure was all mine. So,
hope the listeners got something out of that. Maybe they can go hassle their affiliate managers now, potentially get some commission increases.
yeah, I hope so because sometimes it's simply not it's not worth it to work 80 hours a week and get like 3% commissions. If you want to make a living on it, you need to have some commissions that can support your living. So
Oh,
you
perfect.
need to think about that too. So even if some network they will try to convince you, try to push you to jump on some offer where you get like 5% commission. You really need to discuss it with yourself if it's worth it. To do all the efforts it takes. So,
Oh, that's some good advice to finish this. Well, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate
oh,
it.
you're welcome. My pleasure. Me too. It was a true pleasure.
Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you're listening. Until the next episode, goodbye.